Welcome to Winning Hearts and Minds, Educational Leadership Podcast. I am your host, Dion Jude. Today we'll delve into the critical role of early intervention and support for pupils. We'll discuss how proactive measures can prevent behaviour from worsening or academic gaps from widening, and the importance of using data to track and assess student progress. To set the stage, let's begin with a story. Early in my career, I worked with a student who was frequently in trouble and struggling academically. Despite numerous detentions and suspensions, their behaviour and grades continued to decline. It was a turning point for me, highlighting the necessity of early and consistent intervention. The concept of early intervention is grounded in the belief that identifying and addressing issues promptly can prevent them from escalating. From a teaching and learning perspective, this approach is supported by John Hattie's research in visible learning, which emphasises the impact of timely feedback and intervention on student achievement. Early intervention not only helps in managing behavioural issues, but also in closing academic gaps before they become insurmountable. A crucial component of effective early intervention is the use of data. Behaviour logs, attendance records, and academic performance data provide a comprehensive picture of a student's progress. By regularly reviewing this data, educators can identify patterns and trends that might indicate underlying issues. Nancy Love's The Data Coach's Guide to Improving Learning for All Students underscores the importance of data-driven decision-making in education, advocating for the systematic use of data to inform instructional strategies and interventions. In my role as a senior leader, I developed a structured system known as the ladder of escalation and support. This framework ensures that intervention measures are timely, appropriate, and progressively intensive as needed. The ladder is reviewed on a weekly basis by heads of year to assess how pupils are doing and determine if additional support is required. Here's how it works. Each week, heads of year review behaviour logs, attendance records, and academic data. They identify students who may need extra support and bring these cases to an inclusion panel. This panel is composed of the designated safeguarding lead, attendance officer, special educational needs and disabilities coordinator, and the senior leadership team lead in charge of behaviour. Together we discuss each student's situation, share insights, and recommend tailored support strategies. This collaborative approach ensures that every student receives the right level of support at the right time. The panel's discussions are pivotal in preventing suspensions or permanent exclusions by addressing issues before they escalate. By pooling our expertise, we can devise comprehensive intervention plans that address both academic and behavioural needs. Once a student is identified for additional support, their progress is closely monitored through reports, intervention plans, and pupil support plans as needed. These documents serve as living records, tracking the effectiveness of interventions and making adjustments as necessary. Regular follow-ups ensure that support remains dynamic and responsive to the student's evolving needs. This systematic approach has been instrumental in reducing suspensions and avoiding permanent exclusions. By intervening early and providing ongoing support, we create an environment where students can thrive both academically and behaviourally. Questions for reflection. How can you implement a data-driven approach to identify students in need of early intervention in your school? What steps can you take to ensure that intervention plans are dynamic and responsive to each student's needs? In conclusion, early intervention and support are essential in preventing behavioural issues from worsening and academic gaps from widening. By using data to inform our decisions and implementing a structured support system, we can ensure that every student receives the help they need to succeed. Thank you for joining me, and let's continue to win hearts and minds, nurturing the potential within each student.